to U.S. 1953. Puerto Rico. Met my mom in 65, yeah, they had me. Now I'm here to sing this song just for you. Hope you like it, cause you know I love it too. In the Bronx, New York, yeah, that's where I was born. Singing, dancing day and night, and oh so strong. In the project, struggling through thick and thin. All I know is when I write, it comes within.
Hello, hello, hello. This is the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, Miss Mimi Johnson, where we are tuned in at mimijohnson.net, focusing on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Oh, take a breath. We have Carousel. Y'all know I have been talking about being Spider for the past like 2-3 months now. Well, this month, April 19th, 20th, and 21st, Spider comes alive, and I have my wonderful, wonderful director and castmates. When I tell you these are some of the most talented people that I have ever worked with, and y'all know I do a lot of work and I love talented people, but this particular production, it's different. It's not like regular. It actually takes you to a whole nother world. And of course, as Spider, y'all already know I'm going in. Look, I got Rodney Cunningham, and I want to bring him on real quick before we get the cast started. So we're going to go to a commercial break. You're logged on to mimijohnson.net. The Carousel musical, dedicating just so much inspiration to finishing what you start. We'll be back right after these messages. Mwah.
Whatchamacallit and thingamajigga running through my mind? I'm making excuses. I feel so useless. I'm running out of time. I see the faces of my pages looking back at me. They cry and scream. It's like a dream. How could all this be? The bad ideas in my head, they try to discourage me. I find the only enemy is the inner me. When life tells you you can't and tries to bring you to shame, that's the time to dig in and grind and step up your game. Life's the classroom, teaching you how to succeed and how to fail. I'm learning the lesson of my life in the Carousel.
Yes, yes. That little girl, Sierra, sister girl, you're going to meet her in a little bit. And you're also going to meet some of the castmates from the Carousel. We're the creatures in the Carousel. Yes. But before we get started, I wanted to just let everyone know who Rodney Cunningham is. We met her on Facebook.
Yes.
You're doing some extraordinary things.
Yes, we are.
And it is all based on domestic violence, yes, and the awareness, to increase awareness and to fight domestic violence, because your mother, Beverly Cunningham,
yes,
was murdered,
yes,
in a domestic violence incident.
Yes.
So we have our show where I'm going to be coming to sing.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, and you got me so singing early, too.
Early. We're so excited. I mean, because we know you're going to get the crowd live.
Yeah, I am. You already know. I wish I could bring my band.
Yes.
I'm going to bring them next time.
Yeah, next time. Definitely.
So it's April 13th.
Yes, April 13th.
And,
yes, we're going to start the charity ride up at Walmart, Old National Highway.
Yes.
And we're going to start the registration 10:30 to 12:15 as the bikers say, kickstands up.
Yes.
12:15, and we're going to ride down 285 to 20 and stop off at Stonecrest Mall. We're going to be right there in the Stonecrest Mall parking lot. We're going to have Miss Mimi Johnson.
Yes, you're going to R&B soul sensation.
Yes, yes. We're going to have Slade out there.
Yes.
We're going to have Price out there. We're going to have Lolita Kobe out there. We're going to have LaTanya Scott out there.
Yes.
all just bringing it down, bringing the house down, and we're going to jam that parking lot full of the community. And the whole purpose of this is to raise awareness about domestic violence and provide funding for our domestic violence programs as far as our counseling programs, because that costs money for the counselors. I mean, we go into the school systems and do work in there as far as our domestic violence programs, as far as our teen dating forums. We were just recently in talking about sexual abuse with our teenagers, with our 8th graders over in DeKalb County. I mean, they were loving it. They want us to come back and do more. But I want to talk about this charity ride.
Right.
I mean, we're going to have vendors out there, resources, and all kind of, our sheriff is coming out. Our clerk of Superior Court is coming out.
Okay.
Our state representative is coming out.
Okay.
Our commissioners are coming out.
Good.
All to support in the cause against domestic violence.
Yes.
I mean, we even have the Georgia Coalition Against Domestic Violence coming out, and we have some of our friends, Prosper, come out as well.
I love Prosper.
Yes, Prosper Miller. She'll be there as well.
Tamiko Lowry will probably be there if she's not doing something else.
Exactly.
Because she stays busy.
Stay busy.
Okay, so look, this is going to be in the Kohl's parking lot.
Yes.
We are going to start. Now, y'all going to see me at the Stonecrest Mall because I'm not getting on a bike because in about 3 weeks, I got a show and I can't get hurt at all.
That's right.
And my director will be like, you know you didn't. You still getting up on that stage, Spider.
Exactly.
So I'm not gonna do the ride, but I'm gonna ride over to the Stonecrest Mall.
Yes.
But bikers, okay, give everyone the website where they can go and register.
Yes, the website is www.bcop.org.
Yes.
That's the Beverly Cunningham Outreach Program.
Yes.
bcop.org, and all the bikers can go there and register, or they can register up at Walmart Old National.
Good.
They can come on out, and we're gonna have a good time and raise awareness about domestic violence, and also raise resources so we can go into the community and also, heal the people. That's most important. Healing and education.
Yes, that's very important.
Yes.
And if you need, y'all know how to get in touch with me, theartsreporter@gmail.com. I will give you all the information you need. MimiJohnson.net. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And you'll be back with us on the 24th for our domestic violence Purple is Life on TAR TV.
Yes.
I thank you so much. And let's see what we got going on. Bird. Hey, Bird. How you doing? The Carousel. Oh, okay. Yes. Well, we love you, Bird, and we know that you love the Carousel family as well. Thank you. We'll be right back after these messages. You're logged on to MimiJohnson.net, the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Mwah.
Whatchamacallit and thingamajigga running through my mind? I'm making excuses. I feel so useless. I'm running out of time. I see the faces of my pages looking back at me. They cry and scream. It's like a dream. How could all this be? The bad ideas in my head, they try to discourage me. I find the only enemy is the inner me. When life tells you you can't and tries to bring you the shame, that's the time to dig in and grind and step up your game. Life's a classroom, teaching you how to succeed and how to fail. I'm learning the lesson of my life in the Carousel.
Yes, this is the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. This is Miss Mimi Johnson, your triple threat. Look, I am here with the director of the Carousel, Herbert Bowens, Mr. B, Big Herb.
What's up?
When I tell you this dude is a triple, quadruple threat, whatever he tells you to do, he can do it too. Yeah, look, you had Spider like you need to be like this night. I say he could do that. Spider gonna be able to do that.
Oh yeah.
How long have you? First, where you from?
But first, thank you, Mimi, for having me on TAR. I appreciate this. This is awesome.
You're
That was
welcome.
your question, because I'm totally just in awe. You look beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
everything. So, you know, it's totally different from your character Spider. So
Yeah.
You got many faces.
Yeah,
Many hats that you wear.
yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm a vessel though. It's through spirit, and I couldn't do this by myself. Come on, you know we human. We don't have all that power. Spirit is what takes us and says go, and we be like, okay, where you from?
I'm from Albany, Georgia.
Oh, you a Georgian.
Georgia boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's just go back a moment to your first reality of artistry.
Okay. That started in the house. Just mom.
Okay.
You know, mom, I get it mostly from mama. My mom was a school teacher.
Okay.
And very dramatic, very inspirational.
Okay.
You know, so my flair for art, my desire for that came from her mostly. So.
Now, does she sing and act and dance?
Well, that wasn't her vocation, but it was a passion of hers.
Yes.
You know, she did theater in school. And,
Okay.
you know, she used to sing around the house and in church and things of that nature. And I always grew up listening to Lou Rawls and
You'll never
Johnny.
find.
right.
I love that.
That's right. And you know, Johnny Mathis.
Yes.
You know, the whole plethora of stuff. Yeah.
So, at what age did you know that you wanted to be on stage?
On stage, probably, I would say 10 years old.
That's around the same time as me. And what was that first experience?
I think when I saw Debbie Allen Fame, when I saw that.
Did we all?
And I saw them dancing on cars, I was like, if that's a lifestyle, I want to be a part of that.
Yes. Fame.
Yes.
I wanted to be Irene Cara
Coco.
so bad.
Coco.
So bad. I said, I'm going to dance like her. Okay, and then so growing up, going into high school,
in high school, I had this group called, I was a part of a group called Trigger Run Production.
Okay.
You know, we were the bee's knees back then.
Okay.
So, you know, hip-hop, that was something that came very comfortably to me, and it was real hype. That's when, you know, Hammer and all that stuff.
Right.
So, and I was always in the band. So, I was in step teams and things of that nature. So, I was just always around art, movement, dancing, singing, just, you know, the showmanship of it. I was always around the artistry, so I just kind of grew up in that culture. And after a while, I started feeling like, you know what, this is a lifestyle kind of thing, and it started feeling deeper. You know, then it became something of service. You know, because they always need somebody to perform at a wedding, perform at some function. Then you start seeing the application of it. So it goes from being a hobby to being a part and parcel of your destiny. Then you start, you know, after a while, you grow up in it, you start seeing the divine plan start to be laid out for you. So,
I love it. I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
I dream of what I do in my life.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Okay, and then so coming out of high school, going into manhood, where'd you go from there?
Well, after high school, I went into college. I graduated from Florida A&M University with a Bachelor of Education and a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education.
Okay.
Was heavy in the arts, so I just mixed education and the arts. So as I teach children and things of that nature, my curriculum is jam-packed with theatrics. You know, it just helps the kids learn more. And so that's always a part of me. And then from there, I just started tapping into Atlanta's market, wanting to see what was out here in terms of stage and film.
Okay.
So I've done a few things out there.
Tell us a few projects you've done, because you did no slouch now. He done been around. He's pretty well known now. Don't get it twisted. Y'all, for those of you that have not heard of him, you know of him now. Tell us some of your resume or some of the work that you've done.
Okay. Well, I was a competitor with Trigger Run Production. We did go to Apollo Night in New York with Steve Harvey when he was hosting.
Yeah.
We didn't win, but we represented very strongly.
You won by being on the stage.
Hey, come on, I appreciate that.
Okay, go ahead.
I was on Dance Fever with a cohort of mine, Noble Sissel III. Awesome talent, and so that was awesome. Didn't win again, but made national television, and we represented very well. And I started getting, I had an opportunity to be a part of Drumline in 2002 with Nick Cannon.
Yes.
Which is awesome. So I was on the team of percussionists. I was actually, because I'm a percussionist as
Yes.
well, with Atlanta A&T. So had a chance to do that, and then 4 years after that, I was able to be on Stump the Yard with Columbus Short and Chris Brown and all of those big players. So, you know, it's been exciting, and I'm looking to continue to do more.
Oh yeah. He really goes in. We've got some situations where we do some stepping in the carousel, and I ain't gonna give much away because y'all know I'm selling them tickets, and y'all better act like y'all know. You know I don't play. All my folks, I got a list. All my folks, I actually have to get some more tickets because those are already sold. What I had, and the one thing that I know about you is you're very determined and passionate, and I think that birds of a feather flock together. And I just remember doing an audition for you, and my third, I'm a vocalist first, an actress second, and then a dancer third, and in that order. And you put on the instrumental of, I think, a Beyonce or something, and you was like, just dance. And I said, well, I don't have a routine. He was like, just dance. And I just danced. I had my hair flying everywhere.
You went in.
And
you went in.
Did I?
You went in.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's when I was like, you know what? She has to be Spider. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you laid it all on the table. Even though you had your inhibitions, you weren't afraid. You just laid it go. No. And that was awesome. And you won me. You had me at hello at that point. I was like, okay, there it is.
And I'm so grateful that I was doing a rehearsal for another production next door, and they said that there's a casting call that's going on next door after the rehearsal for Rimshot.
Yes.
So I went over there and I went on ahead and auditioned, and then when I read the script, I was like, this is amazing. Wait, this is like, because it's more like so fantasy, but at the same time real.
Yes. Yeah.
So what made you write The Carousel, finishing what you started?
My life experiences and dealing with other artists who are trying to do what you're doing. You know, you are an awesome example of what happens when you push through your blocks, when you push through whatever it is that may have been stopping you, or for you to get to where you want to be, so that you can do what you love, so that you'll, as long as you're doing what you love, you're never working a day in your life. You know, to get to that point.
That's right.
And a lot of times what ends up happening is we talk ourselves out of doing the things that we're most passionate about, or we're listening to people that in their best interest for us will tell us something that doesn't agree with our own spirits and our own hearts.
Right.
So when that happens, it seems harmless at first, but years go by and you find an emptiness there that can't be filled, and you realize that, you know what, you compromise your life away.
Yes, you do.
And that, it came out of that impetus. I was like, and so I decided I want to use a little girl to tell the story, the innocence and the vulnerability of childhood, because those negative naysaying ideas or influences, it doesn't care how old you are, it doesn't care what gender you are, what race, what ethnicity, it doesn't care. It happens to us all, and we have to be aware of what those kinds of things are, so that we can live a life on purpose, and a life that God wants us to live, because we know what it is most of the time.
Yes, we do.
Most of the time.
But we were afraid.
But we're afraid.
Yeah, and I found myself at about 8 or 9 years old being bullied a lot because I was so different from everyone else. Being an artist, I've probably been an artist since I came out my mother's womb. She said I was Audrey Hepburn at 3. Is my mom on? No, I think she had to go out. Hey, the Wells family, how y'all doing? The Carousel, how y'all doing? Mwah to Bird. How are you feeling about opening night, April 19th through the 21st at Mark Squared Studios? I'll make sure you keep running those same flyers just of the Carousel. Because I'm about to jump out my skin.
I understand. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. But, being in this position, I have to keep a certain cool.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm really excited because I've seen you all grow.
Yes.
And you're still growing. So, my job is to continue to keep you know, the appropriate amount of pressure on, so that we don't lose focus and we don't, you know, fall behind.
That's right.
You know, because home stretch is the most critical stretch. But I'm seeing it happen, and it's gonna be amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, get your tickets. You hit me at the artsreporter@gmail, Caustic ENT at Gmail. Hit us up at orangeboxtheater.com. It's all over Facebook. All the information, go to my profile page at Mimi Johnson. All the information is out there. If you just Google at this point the Carousel musical and put in Herbert Bowens, because I noticed we had to put your name in for our production to come up.
Yeah, and you are all over. Mimi is all over the internet.
Yeah, they know that already.
Yes. They're everywhere. So, you know, marksquaredatl.com.
Yes.
That'll take them to all the links.
marksquaredatl.com.
Yes. Yes. All of the links are connected to that webpage.
And you can also follow me at Twitter. I am Spiderweb. Follow me at Twitter. I don't even want to ask a question. Tell people what you want them to know.
I want people to know that God has blessed you with amazing gifts and amazing talents, and those thoughts and those feelings and those inspirations that you have in the quiet hours of the night, that whisper that you hear in your soul, they are not to be taken for granted. They are real, they are vital, and you need to start taking care of them and paying attention to yourself, which is directly related to you loving yourself and appreciating and valuing who you are. It is critical, especially in the day and age that we are living in, for people to rise up within themselves and say, I am someone who has worth and I have value.
Yes.
And it's never too late and it's never too early to start that journey. And with the carousel, when it starts to spin from the beginning to the end, that's what I want us to believe in and to feel, your worth and a sense of accomplishment, and that there is no limit to what you can do and will do if you so choose.
Yes. Be unlimited.
Yes.
I'm going to let them take that for a moment. Take that. I love my viewers. No, but my viewers are so incredible. They are, and they love.
You are incredible.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you. I get that from my mama.
Okay.
I get it from my mama.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
surprised. Oh, there she is. Hey, Ma. Oh, yeah. And Mimi didn't have any acting lessons until she was 14. I didn't. I was at the Freedom Theater, though. By the time I got to the Freedom Theater, I was like, yeah.
Freedom Theater in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
My mama had me dance lessons, vocal lessons, piano lessons with Gerald Price. I mean, she had me trained. I was trained. Whoever came and maybe said, oh, I want to sign your daughter to do that. Nah, that's all right. I'm training my daughter, so when she grow up, she's going to be independent and have her righteous mind.
Right.
See, my mother kept me away from all of that.
Yes.
And she did.
Right.
She took me to the clubs, and she allowed me to sing with the bands. I had to sit in the back and but she let me have a childhood life and still be an artist without all of the the madness that goes on. She didn't allow that.
That's good.
She didn't allow that. So this is why I can have a righteous mind. And then my mother say, because people say to me, oh, you didn't get your Grammys. You didn't. Okay, I'm working on it. My Grammys, my Emmys, my Oscars. But we were talking about Whitney Houston, and my mother said, it's not how high you fly, but how long you fly. That's the words from Joan Cartwright. Not how high. Because nobody can tell you your own success and how successful you are. That's within your own self. But it's how long you go.
That's right. For the race is not won by the strong or the swift, but by he or she who endures to the end.
That endures to the end.
That's right. That's very good. Yeah.
So I am so loving Carousel right now. When I leave here, we going straight to rehearsal.
That's right.
Cause I gotta get my dance on. I gotta make sure that I'm with the rest of the cast and
transform into Spider.
You don't even want me to go there on TV. I'll spin you up in my web. So look, okay, let's see here. We got Mark Squared ATL. Yes, we've got orangeboxtheater.com /Thecarousel. And it's about the long haul, the long term, and making it last. Bird, yes, indeed. Well, look, his name is not Herman, Mother. His name is Herbert. So, and yes, Herb was in Drumline. Let's see what else our chatters is saying. Okay, great to see you here with Mimi. That's my mommy, Joan, Diva JC.
Hey, Diva.
And we love you all of our chatters for coming on. Oops, Herbert, my mother is a mess. So we'll be back right after these messages. We have got Sister Girl. We got Sister Girl that's going to come, and she's going to do her thing, and she's just going to... She's dynamic. We'll be right back right after these messages. You're logged on.
Maybe.
And but that's gonna be after that. Okay. Because we got Maybe, we got whatchamacallit, Sister Girl, Spider, Herbert, and it's all our show. All right. It's all about us. So we'll be right back right after these messages. Mwah.
Music got me high, so high I reached the sky. My love it shall be. I can't get enough of you. Oh baby, oh baby, my baby, oh baby. Well, my daddy asked me what you intended to do. Daddy called me on the phone and said, what's that man intend to do? He said, if you were a good man, you'd beg me to marry you. If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine, you make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart starts racing. Now, if commitment scares you, you prefer the single life. Just give me all your money, honey. I don't need to be your wife. Treat me right, my baby loves me. Call me up on the phone. My baby loves me. He called me on the telephone. Music got me high, so high I reached the sky.
Hey, you're logged on to the Arts Reporter, your arts reporter, Miss Mimi Johnson. MimiJohnson.net, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Arts and entertainment is what it is today. The Carousel musical with my fabulous, fabulous director and cast. Y'all know I've been talking about the Carousel for months now, and it's coming to fruition April 19th through the 21st. Make sure you log on and get your tickets. orangeboxtheater.com/The Carousel. We've got our principal. This little girl, amazing. All the lines that you've had to remember. How are you feeling right now?
I feel so excited. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
Now, my stylist, Integra, and whoever your stylist is, they must have been together in a dream last night, because they put us in the same color, same glitter and everything, girl.
Yep.
Yep. Let's talk about, first of all, where you from?
I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 10.
You're 10. When will you be 11?
I'll be 11 November 18th.
Okay, yeah, so you getting ready to be a teenager really soon in the next couple of years. Okay, so when did you start being a performer?
Well, when I started to perform, I was at the age of 7.
Okay.
I got the image of me performing. Like when I was watching Disney Channel and the shows, I was like, I know that's what I want to do.
Okay, great. Now, when you went out for the audition with Mr. Bowens, what was racing through? Because I don't know, for me, auditions, I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But there's always those butterflies that are there forever, even before performance. So how were you feeling when you did the audition for the Carousel?
Well, I knew I had an audition, and then I was just so nervous. Cause my mom told me that he was in these movies, and I was like, well, this is going to be a great opportunity for me to put my name out there in this play. And then I was excited. I was like, I can do this. And then before I did it, I got all these butterflies in my stomach, and I was like, Simone, you have to get yourself together. Do this. I got myself together and
yes.
did it, and I performed. Yeah.
And you got the principal role, and we are your supporting actors and actresses. Even though Mr. Bowens always says that all of us are stars in the play, which we all are, but you are the #1 star. Everything is focused around Sister Girl Sierra. But tell everyone your real name.
My name is Simone Elise Hammond.
Yes. And I know that Sister Girl is very different from Simone.
Yes. I can really relate to Sister Girl because
Okay.
she's loud.
Okay.
Like the colors I were at school, I'm just so loud. They just stopped and they was like, what? They just look at me like I'm just have 3 heads on my head.
Okay. Because you're different, though. And as an artist, we're different. We're not regular people, so we don't dress regular. We don't act regular. We use both sides of our brains. See, we're very different. So when other people look at us like, you're weird, well, you're weird because,
Yeah.
you know, I'm doing like what I want to do so that I can be happy. So you do what you need to do so you can be happy. So always remember that, because people, they still call me weird.
And I think it's just so surprising how people don't have that same urge to perform as I do.
Well, everyone's not like us. Everyone is some people that are their whole destiny is to build phones. Their whole destiny is to make pens. That's what they do. So we can't knock that, because look, we got to buy phones and we got to buy pens. So we need those people. Well, what we are music and entertainment service providers. And we provide a service called happiness. That's what we provide, and people should pay us for that.
Yes, definitely.
Okay? Now, let's talk about just a little teeny bit about when you first go into the Carousel and your feeling. Let's just give people your feeling. We don't want to tell the story. We just want to tell them the feeling of when you see all of these wonderful, beautiful creatures and you're in the Carousel.
I feel so scared.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I have no idea where I am. I don't know what these creatures are at all.
Okay.
That's how I feel. I feel I'm screaming for help.
Okay.
And nobody's there.
Eventually we all come, though. Eventually. But so there's this lonely place that you are at for one moment, and a lot of people have those lonely places. But I think that the Carousel will help us to understand that we do not have to be alone, that we can have other people around us that will love us and help us and guide us.
Have that same creativity, that same heart for what they do.
Yes. What grade are you in?
4th.
In the 4th grade. Y'all already learning algebra?
Yep.
Yeah, see, we was still times tables. 2 plus 5 is 10. There, y'all are doing algebra now. So, Sister Girl,
Yes.
when you got the phone call, because I know when I got the phone call and they was like, you're going to be Spider, I was like, not an extra baby. I got me, I'm a supporting principal. How'd you feel?
Well, at the time when I auditioned, they said that I got the role of Bad Idea.
Oh.
Because that's what I had auditioned for, because Sister Girl, Sierra, was already taken.
Was already cast. Okay.
So then I got the role, and then I was asleep at 9:30. So my mom got a phone call at like 10 o'clock, and then they said that we want you to audition for Sister Girl, and she told me that in the morning, and then I was like, really? I did that good? I was like, oh, I'm so excited. And then I got these butterflies again.
Wow. So I know that the first rehearsal we did was in January. I had to I had to learn who Spider was. I had to learn, even though she's something like Mimi Johnson, very comfortable in her skin. She's very, you know, easygoing and loves to sing and loves to dance. But there's some things about Spider that I had to learn and bring out of Spider within myself. What are some of the things you had to do with Sister Girl?
Well, the things I had to do with Sister Girl and also Sierra. Sierra was probably like the biggest problem I had.
Okay.
I had to bring out that fear. I had to bring out the scaredness, the shyness that I wasn't comfortable who I was. I felt that I had no purpose living my life.
Okay.
So I had to really pull that out of myself.
Okay, yeah, and that's being a true actress, because you don't live like that for real.
Not at all.
Right. So, but that's what being a true actress is about, is being something that you're not and expressing it, and people believe it. Like, wow, is she really like that? No, I'm not an actress. So that's a great thing for you to be able to do that. Any last words to our viewers?
I want to say to always know that you're useful and that you have a purpose in your life. And just to really be great.
Like you are. I want everyone to come out April 19th, 20th, and 21st. Mark Squared Studios at 3550 Clarkson Industrial Boulevard in Clarkson, Georgia. Carousel, the musical, The Carousel. You have got to come out and see us represent. It is fabulous. The tickets are selling fast, so you better make sure that you get your tickets. You can get it at contact me at theartsreporter@gmail. A lot of you probably have my phone number because it's public record. You can call me, or you can log on to orangeboxtheater.com/Thecarousel and get your tickets. Reserve your tickets today, immediately. So look, we're going to come back. We got Maybe and Whatchamacallit. So you're logged on to the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Whatchamacallit and thingamajigga running through my mind? I'm making excuses. I feel so useless. I'm running out of time. I see the faces of my pages looking back at me. They cry and scream. It's like a dream. How could all this be? The bad ideas in my head, they try to discourage me. I find the only enemy is the inner me. When life tells you you can't and tries to bring you the shame, that's the time to dig in and grind and step up your game. Life's a classroom, teaching you how to succeed and how to fail. I'm learning the lesson of my life in the carousel.
does not play. Yeah. Hey, Bird. We were just talking about you, Bird. How we wish I am so hoping that I can get 1 million people like you that come every week. Bird is always right there. Every week, my mom, Cheyenne, Toodles in the house. Ah, we love you, Toodles. And the Carousel, we love you so much. You know, what are you? What you call it? This is Jasmine, the whatchamacallit in the Carousel.
Yes, I am the whatchamacallit, and you know, I'm gonna describe my character real quick.
Yes.
Just get that in there.
Go ahead.
The whatchamacallit, she's very sassy. She has an attitude about why she's in the carousel and all of that. But really deep inside, she's kind of insecure because she doesn't know what she is. Mm-hmm. You know, she's had those bad ideas in her head, kind of against her and her thoughts and her abilities.
Okay. And when you went out for the role, or because like I didn't know I was going to be cast as Spider. I just went in. I just wanted to be cast. I just wanted to continue to work, because that's really what it is for us as actors and actresses. We don't choose usually who we want to be. A casting director will say, yeah, you read for that, but I like you for this. So is that how that happened with you when you did your reading?
No, I actually read for Sierra.
Okay.
I did. I read for a couple parts. I don't really remember. It was all a blur.
Okay.
It's all a blur, but I read for Sister Girl at first.
Okay.
And then I heard I got the whatchamacallit, and I was totally cool with that.
Right. Yeah, just to, you know, because the one thing about being cast, that casting director or the director sees something in you that he didn't see or she didn't see in someone else to give you that position. Now, of course, you know, where responsibility is much as required. Yes. So we had to make sure we stepped our game up, come to rehearsals, which are very extensive and sometimes excruciating, I might add, because he don't play. But it's good because we sweat, we get it all out, we understand the dynamics of where we're supposed to be in the carousel. So with you, as whatchamacallit, what are some of the things that you think about when we're on stage and we're doing our rehearsals? What are some of the things that you think about that keeps you in that moment of being the whatchamacallit?
Sometimes I just don't even think too much, because I think I'm usually the type of person that will overthink things. And, you know, I kind of get in my head a bit.
Yes.
So I try not to think too much, but still connect and try to emote a certain emotion or feeling.
Yes,
at that point. So I don't even really think too much about it.
Yes, and I'm totally the opposite, because I'm trying to figure out how Spider gonna just do whatever she does. I'm not gonna tell you what she does. You got to come and see it. I'm an overthinker as well, and I'm an overachiever, and sometimes that really blocks us instead of us just relaxing.
Because we think instead of just doing it.
Yes, we think about it. There was that one line. I had to put it on my phone and use it as a ringtone. I couldn't remember it. I went to sleep with it just going over and over and over again. One little teeny line that I could not remember. And so, I get very frustrated when I don't do my job with excellence. You might not see it in me, but I do. I beat myself up like
perfectionist kind of thing.
So, where you from?
I'm from right here, Atlanta, Georgia.
Georgia, Peach in the house.
The house right here.
How old are you?
I'm 13 years old, and I'll be turning 14 in September.
September what?
26.
Yeah. September 26. Wow. I know those teenage years being an artist, it's amazing. I was so happy being an artist as a teenager. My mom and my dad, they, you know, supported me through everything, and rehearsals and all kinds of events that I remember being a part of as a teenager. So are you a part of any other productions besides Carousel right now, or in school?
I'm actually I'm homeschooled right now because I decided I wanted to do this as a career.
Yes.
So I had to sacrifice not going to school, not seeing my friends, and hanging out with them as often as I used to. And I take a lot of vocal lessons.
Good.
I take vocals. I play guitar. I take guitar lessons. I'm about to take piano. I'm about to get it in there. Because I think it's really cool because I'm young and I'm really finding out what I want to do. Because not a lot of people find out what they want to do at such a young age.
Right. They
you
don't.
know, to start early is just great.
Yes.
Just have a head start on it.
Yes, and being trained. Were you trained as a child? The training, or this just really just came? Because you play the guitar, you play the keyboard. Hold on. If you split him up into like 3 different, he could be a whole band by himself and be the leader. He plays the drums, guitar, keyboard.
He plays a bucket.
Yeah, that bucket.
Yeah, it's all drums, but yeah, I started it when I was 4.
But were you trained, or did you just, it was just in you?
Well, I started taking classes.
Classes. Okay, yes. Okay. That's something else. What would be some advice that you would give? First of all, tell everybody that they need to come see you at the Carousel.
Come see the whatchamacallit at the Carousel, April 19th through 21st.
Yes.
Get your tickets.
Mark Squared Studios in Clarkston, Georgia. Khalif.
Hello.
This young brother, he is really talented. And when I first met him and I told him my name, first of all the kids call me Miss Spider. I'm like, I'm just Spider. But they like, hi, Miss Spider. Hi, Miss Spider. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. Or hi, Miss Mimi. Or hi, Miss Johnson is Khalif. Hi, Miss Johnson. You know, your mom and dad, they really went in on you and they broke the mold when it came to gentlemen.
Yes. Thank you.
You are a serious gentleman. How old are you?
I'm 13.
Okay. And give everyone your full name.
Khalif Riley. And actually, my name is Khalif Sabir Muhammad Riley III. Whenever I tell people that, they're like, that's such a freaking long name. Like,
Right.
Well, I'm proud of it. Because my dad is Muslim, and so he named me after the Muslim leader. After a Muslim leader.
Okay. All right. And now you are maybe in the Carousel.
Yes, ma'am.
So maybe is what?
He's a depressed creation that does not know what he is. He thinks that he can do it. Maybe he can do it. Maybe he can't. And he is in the carousel trying to figure out what he is.
Right.
He's incomplete, like many of the other creations. So.
Okay. When you went out for your reading, for the audition, did you read for Maybe?
I actually read for Maybe and the whatchamacallit.
Okay. And I know that Mr. Bowens, he gives us a lot of direction as to, you know, our movement and the different characters that we are. So with your character, was it hard for you to kind of put yourself in that place? Like with Spider, I kind of could be her, you know, and it was more of I would say, the more dynamics of who she is more so than just her being a spider. So for you, for Maybe, because I know that you don't live like that. No, you are very confident, and it ain't no maybe. It's the truth. It's the truth. So how were you able to get yourself into being Maybe?
Well, I had to think about some things that were bad, like my grandmother, she died about 3 years ago.
Okay.
So I kind of thought about that a little bit. And I had to just find out the character by going within myself, basically.
Okay.
So it was very difficult because I am a very happy person and confident. So
yeah.
I had to become a complete polar opposite of myself. So
that's an actor. Mm-hmm. That's an actor. Where you from?
I'm from Carbondale, Illinois, actually. So,
okay.
And I lived in St. Louis for about 2 years. And I recently came here when I was 4.
Okay. So, you've been here for a minute.
So I'm a northern boy. I don't like the South that much. So
what? Oh my goodness, I love the South. Are you kidding me?
Pepsi. No Coca-Cola.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, I love my New York people. but they can keep the environment. Okay, I love the people, I love my family, but they can keep the environment, because the environment is the quality of life that I think that I love so much in the South. I love the trees and the grass and the space, except for on 285 and 20 and all of that during rush hour. It's a parking lot. But the space and, you know, everything is more cleaner. So I do love the South. But everybody has their own preference of where they like to be. So give some advice to a young, 12, 13, 14-year-old young man that wants to be in the industry as Khalif, not as maybe.
Okay. So many people judge you for who you are, so you have to not let that get to you. They'll hate on you, and that's basically what they say nowadays. They say, oh, oh, you're funny or whatever. So you have to just ignore them and do what you want to do.
Yes. And Mr. Bowen, so where do you see this play? Say, let's do short term first in 2 years.
Oh, that's a good question. I try not to get too wrapped up in the future.
We going to Broadway. Maybe. Okay, go ahead.
But the thing is, my desire is that it continues on, that it continues to spin. And I think with every project, with every director or creative person behind a project, they just want to make sure we can finish each block and take the next best step.
Yes.
But my intention is for it to continue to spin, and to spin more powerfully and in a bigger and greater way. And I think it's going to be off the charts even now. So, so hopefully in 2 years,
and that's short term.
And that's short term. It'll gain even more notoriety and start becoming a name that people are acclimated to, and they start saying,
yes.
And it will be associated with a certain level of excellence.
Yes.
And it starts to become an emotional tie-in with people, and they'll start to feel it in a very special way. And from there, I think it will become self-evident what the next 5 to 10 years will be.
And don't get it twisted. Spider will never get old, because I'm gonna look like this until I'm 80. So Spider, and that's all right. I'll be dancing, and he'll just put me over there somewhere. Okay, you 65 years old. You don't need to be doing all of that, and then bam, 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 and put you over there, Spider, so you don't break nothing. But because I know I'm gonna be on stage until my heart stops beating, till the wheels fall off. It's just who I am. Any last words? We're gonna get on up out of here. We got about 4 minutes, so we're gonna take 2 minutes and just say some last words.
I want to say follow your dreams, because everybody will tell you you're too young, you're not gonna be able to do this at this age, you won't be able to go to certain heights and certain places. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that mess.
That's right.
Just keep doing what you do. Keep practicing. Keep working hard. Training. Take good advice from seasoned people.
Yes.
Do your best in everything and put your best effort all the time.
Well, I would like to say that confidence is always the key to success, because if you don't believe in yourself, who else will?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, for me,
I
think I just
go.
Really, I think I want to just point out a couple of things about my cast.
Yes.
In terms of Jasmine, in terms of her level of focus. She's extraordinary. She takes the instruction extremely well, and she applies it. So if I say, she's going to do this or do this, she takes it in. She's serious, and it's awesome. And with Khalif, he's still being very modest, in terms of what he does. He's a writer himself. Well, so he's a great poet. He's shared some poetry with me. And he's an entrepreneur as well. So him coming into this particular carousel or this particular production is perfect. He is exactly what the carousel is about. So I think they're absolutely extraordinary, and they are going to be our next generation of stars.
Yes, they are. Y'all are already stars to me.
Thank you.
Already. I appreciate that you were able to come, because we are four of us are principals on the carousel, and it was just nice of them to even allow us. Well, I already told them that my show was on Wednesdays, but It was nice of them to be able to have y'all come, you know, because we're so getting close to showtime. But media is very important as well, because we can take this and we spread it all over and make it go viral so that people can know more about us, know more about our director. Y'all probably already know about me, but I'm going to keep plugging to the day I die. You already know. I do not play. Plug. Brand. Yeah, so with that being said, we're going to get on up out of here. Let me remind y'all one more time. April 19th, 20th, and 21st, 2013, the Carousel Musical. 3550 Clarkson Industrial Boulevard in Clarkson, Georgia at Mark Squared Studios, Orange Box Theater. We love you so much. We appreciate all of our viewers. I'm going to take a breath, and at 3 we're going to say tartar. Okay. 1, 2, 3, tartar!
Whatchamacallit and thingamajigga running through my mind? I'm making excuses. I feel so useless. I'm running out of time. I see the faces of my pages looking back at me. They cry and scream. It's like a dream. How could all this be? The bad ideas in my head, they try to discourage me. I find the only enemy is the inner me. When life tells you you can't and tries to bring you the shame, that's the time to dig in and grind and step up your game. Life's a classroom, teaching you how to succeed and how to fail. I'm learning the lesson of my life in the carousel.
Feeling good, feeling good, feeling good, like a soul that's lost the blues, and I'm feeling very, very good. Oh, at last, my blues passed, and I'm free from the blues that have tortured me, and I'm feeling mighty, mighty good. I'm feeling good.